In India?
Yes, Swami. In India, almost everything has been borrowed from uh, Angrez and Mughal history. in our rules, regulations, acts, thinking patterns even, have, we all have been bought.
But who is responsible for that?
We are responsible. Who else will be responsible?
How you are responsible?
As far as myself is concerned, if I can see something.
Why your face is so strained?
Swamiji?
Learn to listen also.
Listening Swami.
And learn to listen to things which you think is not very interesting.
I'm listening with interest. Swami.
I have
That's
always
why
told you this is the best word used by anyone is by Krishnamurti. Choiceless awareness. Don't choose, be aware whatever you are doing. But then you will be always connected to your real nature. Then you are always meditative. When you think some particular act is meditation, you are doing dynamic, you are doing kundalini, you are doing nagbaram, then your meditation, your meaning of meditation is very narrow. Until and unless meditation becomes your very breath, you are still a novice. Okay, now you continue.
Yes, Swamiji.
You were
as
saying.
far as myself, my responsibility toward this thing is concerned, if I see something improper in my thinking pattern or around me, then I should do something about it. And if I'm not doing, that means I'm also equally responsible.
I feel that we have a strange disease of throwing all responsibilities on our leaders, that they will solve all our problems. We need not be responsible. And we have been very irresponsible and wrong in choosing leaders. Seeing everything.
I cannot see one solution for this, for humanity. One solution cannot help. I'm actually not concrete. I don't have any crystal clear solution about the crystal clear solution about current condition of whole humanity on earth.
Meditation is the ground. If you want to do anything, then you need a prepared ground. Then only you can put seed and anything. So meditation is absolutely necessary, but not meditation according to someone. Meditation as a science. Watching your mind, the more you are watchful, the more your conditioning drops, the more you become deprogrammed. So putting all your knowledge aside, you may be having lots of information, just being a choiceless watcher. The more you become watchful, the more you will become awake. Then your mirror becomes clean and empty. Then you are able to see things as it is. Then you don't need to consult Bible or Osho Bible or Gita or anything. You have the clarity. But meditation has to be pure science. Whatever Osho has given is very is a pure science, but when you become a disciple, then if you are not a sincere disciple, then you are holding Osho's hand, not to the direction where he is pointing. In Zen it is said that the master is pointing to the moon, but you are holding his hand. So when you are very much identified with the body, physical form of the master, then you are in the same journey. Someone is infatuated with film stars, now you are infatuated with Osho. Spiritual journey is knowing that you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the witnessing consciousness. So how can Osho be a body? That is what Raman Maharshi used to say, that until and unless you find the inner master, outside master is needed. Once you have found your inner master, then you will know that there is no separation. Master is only one, pure consciousness. All masters are just consciousness. If you are thinking master is something else, then you will create sects around the master. But our spirituality is more, we have made it also into a dream. We are bored of one dream, now you are looking for another dream. It is also escape. What made you so serious suddenly? Huh?
Me?
You
No, Swamiji.
are not agreeing whatever I am saying.
No, I agree with you, Swamiji. Some questions and just came in my mind.
Okay. What is it?
Just one question, that if the earth had, and the earth already has lot of enlightened person, then why is so the condition of human beings and the whole humanity is like this? If we had a lot of nice people.
Nice and enlightened are not same.
Nice, I mean the same thing. The enlightened person, Raman Maharshi, Krishnamurti, Osho, Buddha, Krishna, say in Tibet, lot of masters.
So
see, today morning I visited a Tibetan monastery in the morning in Sikkim, and I came by road in Siliguri. Right now I'm in Siliguri in my room. I was just sitting and witnessing. Some questions just came in my mind while I was coming on the way. I went to a sugarcane juice shopkeeper.
you went?
A shopkeeper of sugarcane juice, who makes manually the juice of sugarcane and gives. He says human beings everyone is bad. I personally felt that he is living from inside. He would have some bad transaction with someone, but he was सब आदमी बुरे हैं यार, सब आदमी बुरे हैं, वो क्या होता है कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, सब ऐसे ही है. तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि यार जो मेरे दिमाग में जो चीजें चल रही हैं और इसके दिमाग में
You should speak in English, otherwise she is not understanding anything.
The things the sugarcane shopkeeper is telling, that people around us are selfish and they are concerned with themselves. They are not they don't have love in them. So I felt I also have the same feeling, but I had extra. Is that I told him that you don't have control over others, but you have control over yourself. So if you want that your heart is not burning, then you will have to carry love within you. बस इतना ही हुआ और जो Tibetan monastery which I visited in the morning. After coming back, I searched the history of some Tibetan Buddhism and Googled it, and I was thinking that Tibet was so spiritual place, but it was overpowered by China, People's Republic of China. The Chinese forces. And the people of Tibet are left on the road. Even if they were so good, calm and non-violent, the whole community was on a spiritual journey in Tibet. So why it happened? These are questions was coming in my mind. So,
is it
but
all?
you can.
That's all. We have a great illusion that if someone comes to know himself, that is what is meant by being enlightened, then that light, it's like the light of the mercury or bulb, that it will lighten everyone. This is the difference. If someone has discovered electricity, then you don't need to discover again, you just have to switch on and the light comes. But the inner world, you are unconscious. Your unconsciousness can be removed only by going inside and knowing it. Other can only direct you, give you the direction. But it is inside you. It is not something external that someone from outside can remove it. That is the whole glory of knowing yourself. It will be always original. It will be always yours own. You cannot say that someone else has removed my inner darkness. So there are big stories that someone becomes enlightened and then everyone life changes. If that was a fact, then so many enlightened masters have been ditched by their own disciples. Even this is a story about Osho also. About Jesus also, Judas sold him for 30 silver coin, 30 or 20 or whatever, but I think it was 30. So just being near an enlightened master, you are not going to become enlightened, because the master is pointing, go inside. The darkness is so deep and it is so subtle that anyone from outside cannot remove it. Even if someone wants to remove, they can give you methods, they can give you technique, but you will have to be totally sincere. That's why it is very arduous journey. It is very difficult also. It is like treading upon the edge of the razor. Little bit you are unalert and you will fall down. That is what is meant by yog bhrast. But when we are in our own fool's paradise and we are living in our own imaginary dreamy world, that if someone becomes enlightened, then why people are unhappy? Because you are not respecting the enlightened person. You are not listening to him. He has something to offer, but you don't want. You are not interested. You are seeking for some Sai Baba type of person that he will touch you and your darkness will be gone. You are being very cunning and clever. Even the outside thing, if Edison discovered light, he made effort for many years. Thousands of times he failed. Then he discovered it. So why you think knowing yourself will be so easy? But if you are interested in poetry, then there are poetry. In the presence of an enlightened person, even animals, they are no longer violent. That is possible because animals are more sensitive compared to human beings. The more you are educated, the more you nourish your left brain, the more you will go further away from your real nature. But anything which is nearer to truth will look bitter to you. You want to hear lullaby, you want to hear good things, sweet words. Sweet words are not going to help you. That is what Kabir said, Nindak niyere rakhiye, aangan kuti chhawai. What is the next line?
बिन पानी साबुन बिना निर्मल करे सुहाय.
निर्मल करे सुहाय.
Suhai, ji. What I think is Suhai.
What you said?
Suhai means he is love. He, जब आप निर्मल हो जाओगे, then you will like him.
So what?
That's what like.
So what he is saying is that you should keep those people who criticize you near to you, because they are showing you your mistakes. But we want only people who are praising us, saying good things about us. People are always seeking big daddy. Someone should become your big daddy. Then there will be someone who will exploit you. The world is going to remain same. If you want to change the world, you are going to be disappointed. Change yourself, and you are the world. This is what Krishnamurti says. You are the world. Your world is created by you. If you are silent inside, you will avoid those situations and places where there is negativity. You cannot change the world. That is not in your hand. Vivekananda used to say that this world is like the curled tail of the dog. You can put the tail for 30 years in a pipe, but the moment you take out the pipe, it will again be curled. What is the other word for curled?
Curved.
No, not curved. For the tail of the dog, what will be?
Roll?
Bent.
No.
Huh?
Bent.
Yeah, but I think curled is better. But he used, I think, some other word. You know Mr. Bhupendra? Yatin Bhaskar Duggal? Any of
No.
you have heard about him, Mr. What is your name? I forget. What is
Me or
your
for me?
No, his name. What is your name?
This
Nityo.
No, the your
No.
Tanoj. Tanoj is your legal name or what? Is it your legal name?
Ji Swamiji, my legal name.
And Nityoham is your sannyas name.
Gyan Sagar is my sannyas name.
So what you said, Nityoham?
Nityoham is my sannyas name.
Whose
Nityoham
sannyas?
is Bhupender.
Your sannyas name is given by Swamiji, Nityoham, because these are names given by Swamiji.
Yeah. Sannyas name has been given by Swami Ram Chaitanya of Sikhu Muzaffarpur.
He is now no longer in the body, I think.
He left the body I think 2-3 months back.
How many?
I think 2-3 months back.
Only 2-3 months
Yes.
or more.
No.
How old he was?
Just 2-3.
He must have been quite old, I think.
He was 92-93 years.
I met him once.
Acha, Swami. Where Swami?
And Baroni. There was a camp by Anand Vairag. He came there. So we had some talk. I enjoyed being in his company.
Yes. He was very
Mast type.
loving person.
What was his name? What you said? Ram
Chaitanya.
Ram Chetan.
Bhankar Baba, alias.
Bhankar Baba. Bhankar means terrible Baba.
Terrible.
But he was not he was not so terrible. He was quite.
You know Bhankar.
Huh? What?
Do you know the story behind this nickname Bhankar?
No, I don't know.
Actually, he used to write poetries.
Okay.
So one day, and he was a teacher of high school. So one day he was reciting his poetry in the assembly of school. Then principal said on the mic that sir आप तो भयंकर कविता लिखते हैं.
You have to translate it in English. Okay, I translate. He was reciting in the front of his principal, you are saying.
Yes.
So
in front of the school.
Front of the school.
Started Bhankar sir, I say over here.
So the teacher said to him that, listening to his poetry, the principal said that your poetry is really terrible. So then his name became Bhankar Baba. But at that time he was Baba or not? Was he sannyasi at that time?
He was. Yes.
Okay, Osho sannyasi.
Early ages and.
You know Sadashiv Bharti or not? Have you heard about Sadashiv Bharti?
Sadashiv Bharti? No, Swami, I have not heard about it.
But you read the book. You said you have read Ashtavakra Gita.
Ashtavakra Gita. I have this Ashtavakra Gita with me. It is published by
Ashtavakra Gita by Osho.
No, you have not read Osho's Ashtavakra Gita.
I actually refer the slokas of Ashtavakra, small book, and the explanation by Osho. Like nowadays, I am listening Gita Darshan by Osho, but I am referring to the slokas of Gita by Krishna. ISKCON's Gita. ISKCON Gita has done a wonderful job by translating word to word, translate words of Krishna.
That has been done by Ramakrishna Mission also, so it's not.
Yes, they may be, but I came to this mission is also doing a very good job.
Which
I have one of the book, Samadhi ke Sopan, from him.
No, you are saying about from where you got the translation? ISKCON.
ISKCON, ji.
Yeah, but there
Only one.
they
No
mean.
need explanation. Explanation is rubbish by ISKCON.
Huh?
Explanation of ISKCON is rubbish.
Huh. No, not you should not say rubbish. It is a devotee point of view, so we should not straightforward reject something because you have heard Osho's commentary. That means he has written it according to his understanding, and it is if it has spread so much, there must be something. Otherwise, how can it spread so much? And if you see their people, their kirtan and their celebration is quite alive. I am not saying I totally agree with that. I don't have to agree or disagree.
Upon his food.
Huh?
I have seen ISKCON closely. They strike on food.
They
if you they rely on the food for their ascetic lives. If you reduce the amount and the food we eat, like we reduce eating dry fruits or nutritious foods, the energy automatically will come down. So definitely there will be changes at the psychic level. If our energy is at very low level, like only that much energy that we are taking, what is required for the survival of the body. Only khichdi they take.
No, who told you? Their food is quite good. I've eaten their food. I have stayed at Vrindavan. They have a very good food, nice food. Where you?
Roti and some, all kheer also, everything.
Yeah, then their food is one of the best. Their food is considered very good. They have ashram all over the world, international ashrams. They make very good food. They are known for good quality food. I don't know from where you ate, but
No,
I have seen in local places like in Patna. First, when I went there, it was not good food, but now they have restaurant also, and they have chappan bhog kind of food. Very so vegetarian food, but good food. But condemning anything is a easy job. But he spread
yes,
Krishna's message all over the world.
Because they have huge resources. And,
You are talking about huge resources, but when Bhakti Vedant Prabhupada, when he went to America, he had nothing. He began everything from zero. He was living in total insecurity. So there must have been some blessing of the whole existence. That's why it spread so much.
Yes.
That is the attitude of most of the Indian at present. Just go on condemning everything. What has Modi done? What has government done? Nothing. This is the easiest thing, just saying what they have done. If you just go on seeing the negative side, if you just go on seeing that the glass is half empty.
I have this book. In the past 13 years, this book is in my almirah. And
I know more than you know about them. I know more than you know. I once stayed at their Vrindavan has a very good ISKCON center where devotees from all over the world comes. When I went there for the first time, I was I had passed my matriculation. I think I entered into college or I was yet to enter. So when I saw all kind of Western people from all over the world dancing and singing like that, it looked like it is not of this world. Because when you are young, you are quite vulnerable, you are very sensitive, so you see things in a different way. And most of the people who come from West, they are quite innocent. I have seen the people in ISKCON, the devotees who are not involved in organization or politics, they are very innocent. They are very much in love with Krishna. But maybe most of the Indians many of them must be going just like it is a kind of job. You will get food and security, everything you are getting. But there are many people who are like your Achar Parishan. There are many IIT people also who leave their job and they go there in ISKCON. In ISKCON, there you will find very, very educated people. They have left their job, they have left everything and they join it. Highly educated people. So
Yes.
So he is not the only person who has dropped IIT. There are so many like him. If you go into ISKCON,
No, they may be singing and dancing, but when you I beat to their devotees now, when you scratch, the whole thing will come out.
You are just trying to be a Osho's parrot. You see their interview of you just see the interview of their Western disciple. Many of them are very genuine. Even Osho's disciple, it is just a belief that we are superior. You will find many idiots in Osho's ashram also. They are just fixated people. They are fixed that we are superior. That is everywhere the same thing. That is what I saw in ISKCON also. That is what I am saying. It is a common disease. I went there. I went there to stay for some time. And then someone asked me. He was maybe a brahmachari there. He asked me, from where you have come? I said that I was. My master is Ramakrishna Paramhans. At that time, I was a devotee of Ramakrishna Paramhans. So he said that because they use a word, he was a demigod. You know this word or not? Demigod, they use this word, demigod.
No, I don't know.
Demigod means a partial god, an incomplete kind of half god kind. And he said that what he can offer. He himself used to eat fish and meat. So he started criticizing Ramakrishna Paramhans that he was just I don't remember exactly, something like tamasic or whatever. But at that time it was like, it is said that when you are a new initiate to Islam, you eat lot of pyaj. In Hindi it is said, naya Musalman bahut zyada pyaj khata hai. So when you are involved with someone and you love that person, then you cannot hear anything about him. So I packed my thing and I went from there. I didn't leave there because I found that man quite fanatic. That Ramakrishna was nothing in comparison to Krishna. Even if you believe that Ramakrishna was nothing in comparison to Krishna, what is the need you have to tell it to other person? He is in love with someone else. What is the need to hurt him in that way?
It is very easy to gather resources and collect people. So yesterday you said the thing I am selling is the buyers are very less. So this may be the reason that the genuine spiritual and things related to meditation.
It is a totally different path. It is a path of devotion. Your heart can be purified very much if you love Krishna or someone totally. That has its own science. When you don't know about something, you should just accept you don't know. What is the need to be an expert about everything? That is being scientific. I am not saying that they are all transformed, they are all great, but it doesn't happen even with Osho's people. And even Osho has said that if a master is not even genuine, not authentic, but if the disciple is sincere and authentic, even with a fake master, you can become enlightened. That is what is said about Gorakh. His master was Machindranath. So when Gorakhnath became enlightened, there is a very famous saying of Machindranath, Bhag Machindar Gorakhaya. He became afraid of his own disciple. There have been stories about many disciples. Their masters were not enlightened, but their devotion was so much, their sincerity was so much, that the disciple became enlightened. The whole story of Eklavya is also that. Dronacharya didn't accept him, but he became an even more perfect archer than Arjun. And his devotion was so much that when Dronacharya asked for his thumb, he didn't even think 1 minute, 1 second. He just cut it, offered it to the master. That was the greatness of that man. Dronacharya was never available to him. He just created a statue of him out of mud. He surrendered to it totally. And he became one of the best archer of the world at that time. So your devotion is the real thing. Even about Kabir it is said that his master didn't accept him. So he used to, Ramanand I think was his master, he used to take bath in the river early in the morning in Brahma Muhurat when it was almost dark. So Kabir thought that because he had gone earlier also, but he didn't give him the mantra. So he lied down on the step. When he will come to take bath in the river, he will step down and he lied down on one step. So Ramanand, he didn't see that there is someone lying. So he put his leg on the chest of Kabir. And then he saw that, I have heard someone. So he said something like Ram or something. And that became the mantra for Kabir. And that is what is said about Valmiki also. When Narad gave him the mantra, that you just chant the name of Ram, he forgot it and he started chanting Mara Mara. It may not be a real story also, but his passion was so, his sincerity was so much that Mara Mara became Ram. Mara is just the opposite of Ram. Mara means dead, something dead. So it all depends on your purity and your sincerity. If you are the right person, even with a wrong person, you will be helped. It all depends how much open you are, how much receptive you are.
What happens to an enlightened person?
What happens means?
From an ordinary person to enlightened person. What is the difference?
Osho has said it, I will quote him. He said that there is not much difference. You are asleep and I have awakened. That's the only difference. Because it is a thing, it is something very internal. Just by saying it in words, it won't help you. You are trapped by your thoughts. You are waves. He has become the ocean.
It is very courageous, or say courageous, I'll say, to declare that I am enlightened. How can someone declare that I am enlightened?
for being enlightened, first the I has to disappear. Only then, if the need is there, declaration will happen. Otherwise, the sages of Upanishad, when they used to say Aham Brahmasmi, it was not a declaration of ego. In our Vedas, there are 4 Mahavak, 4 great sentences. First is Aham Brahmasmi, I am that eternal truth, or I am Brahm. Second is Tat Tvamasi Shvet Ketu. The master said to the disciple, you are that. He is saying that there is no difference, you are that truth. You don't know, but you are that truth. Third is Ayam Atma Brahm. This very Atma is Brahm. There is no difference between your Atma and the Brahm. Both are same. Fourth is Pragyanam Brahm. This very consciousness is Brahm. So you have to see where they are pointing. They are pointing to your very consciousness. You are identified with thoughts. You are identified with waves. That's why you are not able to see the ocean. The ocean is always there, but you are clinging to waves. You are identified with thoughts, with emotions, with feeling. The more you become watchful, the more freer you will become. So what you are seeking is always here now. What I said yesterday to you, it is a journey of from here to here, not here to somewhere else. The truth is always here. It is like you are keeping your pencil inside your ear lobe, and you are searching it everywhere. Or you are wearing these specs and you are searching it outside.
Why are you concerned with the politics so much?
Because politics is part of life. You cannot divide life. Life is one. You say why you are interested in food, why you are interested in body, because body and soul cannot be separated. And Osho has said it, that good people should come into politics. Otherwise, bad people will always go on torturing you. They will always go on exploiting you. When Vinod Khanna joined politics, I was also very surprised, because this is what if you go on reading Osho, listening to Osho, you will think that he is totally against politics. He is saying that it is a ditch where if you enter it, you will be totally drowned. But when Vinod Khanna entered politics, he was also asked, your master is totally against politics, then how you have joined it? He said, yeah, listening to him, hearing him, I have joined it, because he says that if good people are not joining, then bad people will be there. My journey is, I am at home, I have something to share now. And he said that when we were sitting in drawing rooms, we were talking that this is bad, this is wrong, but we were just talking. Just by talking, nothing is going to happen. When your problems are not there, then you are the right person to solve the problems of other people. Because your eyes are clean, your mirror is clean, so you will do the right thing. I am not that much interested in politics, but if you are choosing wrong leaders, then even your basic needs are not fulfilled. Just by doing some meditation, and if you see any master, Swamiji always, my master always says that meditation cannot solve all your problems. Maslow, he speaks about hierarchy of needs. Our basic need is food, water and sex. Until and unless your basic needs are fulfilled, you cannot climb to next level. Then there are need of security, need for self-esteem. There are so many needs. Need for recognition. Then the last need is self-actualization. Until and unless you fulfill lower order needs, you cannot rise to higher needs. So if I talk about politics, because I know it cannot make me dirty. You are afraid. You think it will make you dirty, so you don't touch it. But any country which has become very rich or affluent is because of their politicians. They have the right politician. That's why they have developed. But Indians are so unintelligent and idiotic. They think that anyone, any Lalu, any Kalu, any Bhalu will rule you, and any ninth failed, fourth failed people will rule you, and you will have a great country. I'm asking you, why you are so much avoiding politics? Why you are behaving like an ostrich? Instead of you should ask me, I should ask you why you are running away from it. Maybe because you feel because you already have a dirty mind, and if you enter into it, it will become even more spoiled. I am not just saying about you particularly, but people who say, even in ashram, they used to say at that time, when inner circle was doing all kind of wrong things. Then that was the attitude of common sannyasin. They will say, we don't want to get involved in all these politics. We have come here only for meditation. Then why you are crying now that the whole ashram is spoiled? Accept it. If everything disappears, because that was their whole conspiracy. They wanted, if you want to publish Osho's book, then you have to give royalty to the New York, or what was the other place? Zurich, Switzerland. So you have to give royalty to them. And that is what they lost the case. But even if you want to use Osho's meditation, then you have to give royalty to them. So the whole purpose was to deprive you from Osho's books and Osho's meditation. And that is what Osho said when the ashram, when ashram of America was destroyed, and people said that just wait, first let me finish. When Sheila was, later on, Sannyasin said that Sheila was behaving like a dictator, she did this, she did that. And we followed everything because we thought that she is bringing message from you. So we followed it. So Osho said, learn from it. Don't commit the same mistake again. If you don't learn from this, then you will do the same thing again and again. If someone is trying to exploit you, if someone is trying to make you into slave, then you have to rebel. If you cannot rebel, that means you are not a sannyasin. You are a person who is ready to compromise. What you were saying?
Because this ISKCON, I'll come again. This institution have been supported by Western and American people, and because without their help, this one person cannot spread. And that I personally feel that they want to keep us sleeping. Give them and let them sleep, because if they are awake, if they are awake, if East is awake, like if India, in our case, is awake.
I think you have observed it wrongly. ISKCON is more famous in West than in India. They have more disciples in West. Yes. Everywhere in the West they have disciples. And about Hinduism, ISKCON is the most famous cult that has come out of Hinduism in West. If you don't have your own eyes, then you will be seeing things through Osho's lens or Achar Prashant lens, anyone's lens. I have no vested interest. So I see things there is something good in it also, there is something bad in it also. How can you say that it is all bad? If it was all bad, no one will be happy there. There are people there are people who are very happy. They are more happy than Osho's disciple.
Why they have not copyrighted this Bhakti Prabhupada and this all royalties kind of thing? If they have done this thing with Osho, why don't they have to stop spreading meditation and Osho's meditation techniques and Vedanta scriptures? They have put their best, as you just said, that Zurich and Switzerland people, they tried their best to stop spreading of Osho's meditation techniques and his wisdom.
But that has not happened with ISKCON. Just wait. ISKCON is a earlier organization than Osho's organization. They are not debarring any Indian sannyasi, any Indian devotee from getting the books and whatever he has talked about. It is all available in India. So far, nothing has like that has happened.
Maybe they have chosen a good commodity to sell, that is Krishna.
This is like
easily.
No. This
Krishna can be sold.
No, this is like you are just trying to. This is what I just remember. What is his name? Siddharth of Osho's Oshodhara. When I was asking him questions, and I said that you are behaving like a politician. I asked him many questions, and I said you are behaving like a politician. So he replied that even if I am behaving like even if I am doing politics, I am doing politics of joining people. Then one of the words he used, that one who is suffering from jaundice, he sees yellow everywhere. So whatever you are seeing is maybe it's all your projection. I am not saying that everything is good there. Nowhere things are good. But you are saying they are exploiting. But who is the master? Master is the Indian. He went there, he had nothing. He went there, he made it. He had some inspiration that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or someone told him that you have to spread it. And he went. He trusted it. He may not be a very very rational man like J. Krishnamurti or Osho. But he had this love for Krishna. He got this inspiration and he went there. And he was very successful in spreading it. Now, whatever happens in an organization, where is purity in any organization? But you want to have your own...
Desi Bhakti Vedanta Swami was not clear about the God. He just claimed that Krishna in person is God. And there is a God head and this all things he...
What you said? Krishna?
To mention.
Krishna in
person he is God, like as per Hindu scriptures there is Vaikuntha, Golok.
You are not understanding anything at all. These are all techniques, these are all devices for you to melt, for your ego to disappear. For a devotee, his master is everything. For Meera, she is not seeking any moksha, she is not seeking any Advaita state or any enlightenment. For Meera, Krishna is all. Krishna is her moksha. So for a devotee, God is with form. But why you have to impose, why you are being fanatic like Muslim, that you cannot accept that. That is their way. And that leads them to truth. They become so ecstatic, happy. What more you want? If your life has changed, if you become so mast, so ecstatic, so blissful, what more you want? There have been thousands of people, they were not meditating. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not meditating. Meera was not meditating. They were just mad in their dance, in their celebration. But Mira is the one of the greatest miracle that has ever happened. She may not be following any Osho's method or technique, but no Osho's disciple has such grace and beauty as she had. So you are seeing everything from your logical mind. Logic is not everything. Logic is not the whole life. Even science has accepted theory of uncertainty. What is that?
Theory of relativity.
No, not relativity. This where sometime it behaves like waves and sometime it behaves like particle. What is that called? That quantum physics.
Viruses behave like that, and sometimes
what you say?
viruses.
No. Quantum physics. In quantum physics.
Photon and quantum.
No.
Packet of.
No. I think it is quantum physics. They found that sometime it behaves like wave and sometime it behaves like particle. So it is not one fixed thing. It goes on changing. If you start observing, scientists has come to see that if you start observing the atom, its behavior changes. Before you were observing, it was behaving in a different way. When you start observing, it starts behaving in a different way. So nothing is so certain. There are thousands of methods for transformation. Anyone who is saying that only my method is right is a fanatic person. He is behaving like a fanatic Muslim that La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulallah. There is no God except Allah. Allah is the only God. Other than Allah, there is no God. So you are claiming your personal God is the only God. And Muhammad is his prophet. After Muhammad, there is no one. I think it is called quanta. So it sometimes behaves like wave and sometimes behaves like particle. Some scientists have said that it is this world is more like a thought. It is not very concrete. And now they have said that there is nothing like matter. What you call matter is not matter. It is condensed energy. And I say that energy is condensed consciousness. Consciousness is the purest energy. You have heard Osho saying that a poor society can never become religious. A poor man can become religious, but a poor society can never become religious. Only when your society become affluent and rich, then only you can create a religious society, a spiritual society. India was spiritual when it was a rich country. I am not interested in politics. I am interested in people who are genuine, who want to transform things. That's why I was interested in Modi, because I thought he, at least whatever he is doing is genuine. He means business. And he has done a lot of change. 90% of the politicians in this country, they don't do anything. Even if they do just little bit so that they can remain in power. But they are not at all interested in transforming your life. They are not interested in just go on doing things totally. They are doing the very minimum. And Modi tries to do the very maximum. Whatever is his maximum, he is doing it. But then you can have your own condemnation. He says these things, he says many things which will create strife in society. You don't understand the complexity of things, so you are looking from your own myopic vision. When people are not so intelligent, when they are divided in many groups, when they are already so corrupted, then you have to go down to their level. Only then you can be appealing. So when there are so many people, they say that when they enter into BJP has a laundry machine or washing machine, everyone becomes clean. But there is no black and white in this world. Even when Krishna was there, one of the most perfect enlightened person, was he using all the right method? All those people who were killed in Mahabharata, they were killed in wrong way. But who began all those wrong ways? When it was decided, all the laws of all the rules of fight was decided, the Kauravas broke all those laws. When you are dealing with wrong people and you think you will do all the right things, you will be very humble and very sweet and good, you will be slaughtered, you will be butchered. In this country, people think that you can, even Modi, many people say that he has illusion, he thinks that he can win the heart of Muslim. Whatever he is giving, I think 40% of whatever he is giving to Muslims. But they are not going to vote for him. Because their mind is already so strongly programmed. If they are really Muslim, they will listen to Quran. In Quran, it is very clearly said, those who are not Muslim, they are worse than animals. They are worse than pigs. They are worse than shit. They should all be killed. It is written in Quran hundreds of times. So how can they go against Quran? Quran is for them because they are not at all interested in this life. Their interest is in Jannah. That's why any Muslim, any time he may be a very educated engineer, he may be a doctor, he can become a suicide bomber very easily because he thinks life here is just miserable. You will go to heaven, you will get 72 hoors and Allah will serve you wine. No one can change their belief. If their beliefs are changed, then they will no longer be Muslim. If fanaticism is removed,
Vaikunt also, Swami.
Vaikunt, this is how idiots behave. I'm being little harsh, but this is how you are comparing. They may be believing in Vaikunt, but they are not becoming suicide bomber. What harm they are doing to the world? If you see hundreds of terrorist organizations, 99 will be all Muslims. Not even Christians are becoming terrorist organization. Vaikunt is just you may not be understanding it. Vaikunt is also a state of your inner peace, your inner silence. When you are pure in your heart, you are in Vaikunt. But it is when something is said to a person who cannot understand subtle things, then you have to slowly lead them to that state. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also used to say that if you do kirtan and you will go to heaven and you will have all good things. But not a single disciple of Chaitanya ever murdered anyone, ever butchered anyone. Because he was slowly changing their heart. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is said that whenever he used to do his kirtan, animals will come and dance. Deers will come and peacock will come. That was the power of his love. And Osho has spoken much about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These are people, they are miracle of this earth. Just because you are in love with someone totally, your whole life is transformed. But that kind of love is not possible for modern man, because the modern man is divided. Science is stretching him in one direction. His heart is stretching him in another direction. So he is always in confusion, always in conflict. You can love only with your heart, not with your brain. And in heart there is no logic. But a man who is living in his 2 plus 2 kind of 2 plus 2 is 4 kind of philosophy. For them, meditation is the way. For them, Patanjali is the way. But if you have read Narad Bhakti Sutra or Sandil Bhakti Sutra, you hear Narad Bhakti Sutra or Sandil Bhakti Sutra. Osho has given commentary, and it is so scientific. If you hear those sutras of Narad or Sandil, it is so scientific. They are talking about bhakti, but they are not talking about blind bhakti. It is that also has a science. So when you start comparing with two things which should not be compared, Vaikuntha is not harming anyone, but you want to, you are spoiled, you are polluted by Mahatma Gandhi, Ishwar Allah Tero Naam.
Can I say one thing, Swamiji?
You say. Okay.
The logic behind the use of bad techniques by Krishna.
Bad techniques.
Yes, the twisted techniques in the Mahabharata, the Krishna used.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot win a war or fight a war with a person by being good and simple, loving. See, the logic is the same logic is given by Muhammad and their followers also. That if you are against the wrongdoers of that time, when Muhammad was in Medina, and maybe there was a situation when the idol worship and the society was so discriminating and exploiting towards poor and helpless people. Then Muhammad lifted the sword against those.
Now whatever you are saying, it is all, you are repeating everything parrot like you are quoting Osho, because you are programmed by Osho. Don't rely on Osho, because he will say one thing today, he will change tomorrow. He wanted Muslims to come to him, he wanted Christians to come to him, so he said all good things. But what he said later on? He said Muhammad used to suffer from epilepsy. Whatever he has said is all coming out of that. According to him,
What is that?
epilepsy is mirgi. According to Osho, he was a sick man. And that is what he said about Jesus also. He was a crackpot. He was a megalomaniac. He said he rejected both of them. They were not enlightened. They were more near madness than... And when you are saying Krishna also did the same thing, it is totally different. What happened between Kaurav and Pandavas? They were both following the same religion. It was a fight of evil and good people. It was a fight for kingdom, it was nothing spiritual about it. So Krishna was saying that if you allow these people to rule, people will suffer more. So first he tried in every way so that the war should not happen. So he went himself. He asked for 5 villages. And Duryodhan said, I will not give you even that much of land which you can contain in one needle. And he tried to imprison him. He tried his very best to convince that the fight should not happen. But he knew from the very beginning it is not possible. Because he knew that this man is destructive. His ego is so big that he will not be able to see things. He will not be able to see that you are going to die. That is going to happen. So that's why Krishna said to Arjun that don't have this illusion that you have killed all these people. They have been killed by me long time back. They have been killed by their karma. They are all dead long time back. Only people will say that who killed. You are just instrumental in that. Nimit matra. You are just a nimit. People will say that Arjuna killed. But it is their own karma that has killed them.
Why there are no Martin Luther Kings in Islam, Swamiji?
Even Martin Luther King was not somebody so spiritual. But he may have seen that there is something wrong so he rebelled a little bit. So I think he was founder of Protestant church. But it is after a long time, maybe after 100, 200 years, Islam they will also seek reformation. But what is the need to carry a rotten thing? Why can't you begin fresh? A message has to be such that it should include everyone. But Islam is very exclusive. It is only for them. In Gita, if you read, it is written very clearly, like from different ways, different path, river comes, but finally they all mingle into ocean. So there's thousands of paths. Upanishad or Gita, there are thousands of years older than Quran, but its message is, if you see the message, it looks like the message is far more older than Gita or Upanishad or Buddha's message. That shows that these people have not reached to truth. Something may have happened, little bit of some glimpse may have happened. Or even that is not necessary that it happened. Now people say that it is all, Allah is just a fake ID of Muhammad. So, what you were saying?
You said that it is not good, ISKCON will not spread. If it is not good, why Islam is spreading?
I am not saying that anything which is spread is very good. But at least ISKCON people, if you see the real, they are not harming anyone. They are not violent.
Who are these people? Where are they in the society? I cannot see a ISKCON devotee on a chair of a DM, on the chair of a politician. Where are these people?
I said there are so many people who were in IIT, they dropped it, they went to ISKCON. There have been people who have been very, very successful in their life, but they dropped everything and they became devotee.
They are totally against the message of Krishna, of Karma Yoga and the things.
How you are saying that? Krishna has not just wait. Krishna has not said only about Karma Yoga. Krishna has talked about Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga. He has talked about so many yogas.
ISKCON is Bhakti Yoga only.
You can follow only one path. How can you follow 10 paths? If you follow 10 paths, you will become mad. You have to follow the path which is natural for you. If bhakti is not for you, you don't follow. But why you have to say that this is not a path? I am not saying if Muslims were not doing wrong things, then I have nothing against them. They have all the right to do whatever they feel like. But they are destructive to other people. That is the only thing. If you ask anywhere even now the election is happening, someone with journalists will go and ask them, you have voted, for whom you have voted? They will say, we have voted for RJD or anything, like in Bihar they will say like this. So some old man was asked, whom you want to be the prime minister? He said, anyone is all right. Lalu, if he becomes, it will be all right. Nitish, if it becomes, Lalu cannot even fight election. So how can he will become prime minister? Just anyone other than Modi is all right for them. So the journalist asked, what is your mudda? For what you are voting? So they said, we are voting for the change. It has become very expensive. Everything has become very expensive. Huh?
If I am born in the family of the ISKCON,
just let me first finish. Let me first finish then. So the person asked the journalist was a woman. She asked that what you are seeking, what is your desire from your politician, what you want. So they said that we want change. Everything has become so expensive. So she asked casually that how many children you have. The woman said, I have 10 children. So then she said that then thing will look expensive to you if you produce so many children. Then the woman said that the children are coming, Allah is giving us children. So she asked that who is giving you mangai? What is the English for mangai?
inflation.
No, inflation is not exactly right word. Mangai. When things are very expensive, what is the word, Karen?
Costly.
Cost. Not costly. What is the word?
I thought it's inflation, Swami.
No. When things are very costly.
Expensive?
What is the exact word for mangai? Rupend?
Traveling.
Huh?
Traveling.
What?
DA को traveling allowance बोलते हैं महंगाई भत्ता.
No, that is another thing.
Dearness allowance. That is dearness allowance. महंगाई भत्ता.
That is another thing. You have understood that things have become very expensive. It has become very costly. So she said, who is responsible for that? Then the woman said, Modi is responsible. You are... no, she asked that... when she said that children are given by Allah, then she said that why you are complaining about that things are costly. It will look costly for you. Why it looks costly to you? Then she said it is because of Modi. So she said that then ask if Allah is giving you children, then ask for Allah to help you to remove your poverty also. One has to be logical. If you produce 20-30 children, resources are limited. What can Modi do about it? But there you don't know the tactics. Either they know it very clearly, all the Muslims, that we have to go on increasing children so that one day we will win election, we will rule this country again. This is one thing. Other thing, they may be ignorant. Only what their mullahs are saying, that you go on producing children. But you have to use little bit of your own brain also. If mullah is telling you to give more and more birth to children, your poverty is increasing. Huh?
If they are happy, what is wrong in that?
What do you mean they are happy? What kind of idiotic thing you are saying? They are happy. They are stealing bread from my thali, from my plate, because things are limited. They are happy. They don't have the right to produce that much children. They should be killed. They should be sterilized. That is the only treatment. If you are not following rule, when resources are limited, land is limited, and you go on giving birth, Modi is not a dictator. He need to behave like a dictator. That is what is needed. Otherwise, this country will, even not only this country, the whole world will be destroyed. So if you want to save the world, you have to be little violent also. Goody things is not going to help. If rules are not strong, huh? What?
ये सही बोल रहे हैं आप.
Do you think in Osho ashram things were very like everything was so soft? If anyone was not listening to Osho, he will be thrown out immediately. Even what is her name? Lakshmi. When Lakshmi came and Osho felt that she is doing things not according to what he has said, he said to Neelam, throw her out. Don't think that things are always so soft. When you don't yourself see things, what you should be doing, Osho has said it very clearly. If you want freedom, you need to be responsible also. You cannot blame Mullah or Allah, anyone for that, or Muhammad. If you are giving birth to 10 children, you are to be blamed.
And if you are and we are doing nothing about the society, then we are to be blamed.
Everyone is to be blamed. That's why I am barking like a dog. I have not given birth to any children. I have not given birth to any children. But I still feel for what I can see what is going to happen in 5-10 years. There will be bloodbath. There will be bloodshed. When there will be less water, there will be less food. What is going to happen? People will bite each other. People will tear each other. So this kind of meditation, you are just sitting silently. If silence has come, that is what Osho, my master, said to me. Roar like a lion. If you have come to know yourself, roar like a lion. That is a sign you have come to know yourself. Whether anyone listens or not. If you have become polluted because you talk about politics, then what kind of meditation has happened to you? It is all escape. There has been no enlightened master greater than Krishna, but he was always standing in the midst of battlefield. He was totally silent. What Osho is saying? He is talking about Buddha in the marketplace. He is not talking about Buddha in the forest. That is what he said, that if my sannyasin, they will not escape. They will remain if they are doctor, they will not run away. They will remain doctor. They will remain in the family. You have all the right to do any kind of circus you want to do. But there is a saying in English, your freedom stops where my nose begins. You have no right to create violence in the society. So ISKCON, if they are dancing, they are singing, that they have all the freedom. They are not doing anything wrong. It is better to dance and sing than to kill, to murder. Far better. So whether they believe in Vaikuntha, let them believe. Even if Muslims were thinking about 72 hoods, I have no problem. But for 72 hoods, you are becoming a suicide bomber. That is the problem. So when you give logic, don't just quote Osho like a parrot that they are all equal, they are all enlightened. Osho lies a lot. And Osho has said that if you have not meditated, then you will get more and more confused. A woman asked Osho that I am getting more confused listening to you. He said that my whole work is to confuse you, baby. Unless you have known the truth yourself, you will remain confused. I have nothing, you may be thinking because it is based on Krishna, so I am partial about it. I have something against Muhammad. I was also like you, believing in Osho that they are all same. But then I started seeing what they are doing. All the terrorist activities are done by Muslim. So that shows that there is something wrong in the message. Otherwise, why? Why no Hindu is doing any terrorist act?
Why Krishna says, Kalo Asmi Lokakshay Krit Praviddo Lokan Sama.
I don't know Sanskrit. You translate it in Hindi. I am not an expert in Krishna. On Krishna. Okay, you translate. Let me drink some water
Right.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am the death.
Translate either in Hindi or English.
I'll just take that thing. मैं काल हूँ, कालोस्मी.
हाँ.
I'll just take 2 minutes to bring that out for word-to-word translation. Only we two are speaking, Swamiji.
No, but why you have to ask me what Krishna has said? I am not his representative.
No, but I just want to say that if Muslims are creating destruction, suppose,
Hmm.
and the destruction is also
Have you ever read Quran little bit?
yes.
What you have
Little
found?
bit. I have Quran.
No. What you have found? What was so lofty in its message?
There are glimpses of good things. There are very explained details about the life.
It is.
How will you distribute the looted mal, and how will you do with
This is something good. Why you have to loot other people? Are you seeing that what Muhammad was doing? He was robbing people. And you think that whatever there is little bit good moral kind of things, that also you don't get confused that it is coming from Muhammad. It has been written, all those things, in Jewish scriptures earlier. So whatever Muhammad was saying in his earlier life when he was in Makkah, the first part, that is little bit softer, because he had no power at that time. But when he had power, then he became very violent. And while he had no power, he had only very few disciples, 30, 40. Only when he started killing people, then his numbers started increasing. And when Muhammad died, the people started leaving Islam. Then Ali had to kill so many people just to keep it inside. And we are singing Ali's songs, so many Ali's songs you will find in Sufi. Ali da Malang. I have also enjoyed those songs very much. But you have to know the real person who was Ali. He was a very violent man. Sae Mardan Ali. I have enjoyed more than any of you, Nusrat Fateh Ali or Rahat Fateh Ali. You cannot, not possible for both of you to enjoy that much. But going through it, I have gone out of it also. I have understood. Only that message which makes your life, it removes your darkness. It is universally good, is a good message. Otherwise, if your message is only for you, only if you believe in Allah or Muhammad, your life will be alright. If you don't believe in them. But why anyone has to believe in anyone? Only blind people believe. You don't have to believe in sun or moon. You can see it. then you can quote that Krishna is also saying, leave everything and just surrender to me. Mam ekam sharanam. Something like that. That is a different thing. That is a totally different thing. He is saying that you surrender your ego to the source of consciousness. Krishna is, while talking in Gita, he is talking as a consciousness, as the universal consciousness. You have the possibility to become that universal consciousness. He has disappeared as a person, so he is the universal consciousness. And it is not necessary that any war was happening. It can be all created just to make you more interested. I don't know whether the war happened or not. And he gave the Gita in the midst of war. I don't know, so how can I say? I was not present there. He may have given in the war, but it is not necessary that the war happened. Because if you want everyone to be interested, a person who is studying in class 1 or KG, you have to first make the message interesting for the person. Only then he can, the more he grows, that is what is said, that as you grow more, you will find something different in Gita. Gita is not same for everyone. It depends on how you have grown. And I have nothing, don't think that I have any partiality or I am a fanatic Hindu. I love the man whom I was most interested was Lao Tzu. He was nearest to my way of life. And Swamiji used to... Lao Tzu.
Okay, Lao Tzu.
And Swamiji said about me, he is a complete Taoist. He is a Taoist. And I was not very much aware at that time that I am very Taoist. But later on I understood. Because Taoism is not fighting with the river. You are just flowing with the river. Wherever the river takes you, you are going. You are not struggling. You have surrendered to it. You have surrendered to the eternal law. And I am very much interested in Zen. Zen is very close to me. But Swamiji said about me once that you have drank each and every word of me. So I have drank Osho's word also. So because of Osho, I can see all these paths can lead to truth. But what Muhammad is saying doesn't look like it can lead anyone to truth. But I am not saying that Muslims are all bad. There can be very good Muslims. But that has nothing to do with Islam. It is in spite of Islam. They are good because they are good people. And it is not that because you are born in a Hindu family, all Hindus are very great. They are all idiots. But Hinduism as a religion is very inclusive. Everyone has chance to follow his heart. You can choose anything, whatever you want, you can choose. There are thousands of ways. Whatever is your nature, you can find something according to it. Even in Gita, what Krishna said in the end, I have said you the whole Gita, now it is up to you. Yatha ichhasi tatha kuru. Now it is whatever you want, you do. He is not saying this is my commandment, now you have to follow it. He is saying, I have told you the whole truth, now it is up to you whether you want to follow it or not.
In Saudi Arab and United Arab Emirates, where a new temple is built,
yeah.
Why there is no so much violence, and the violence is, जैसे आप बोल रहे थे, that you mentioned that the new Muslims eat a lot of onion. Is it the reason Saudi Arab and UAE and Qatar and these all countries are peaceful?
They have been far more violent, they have been far more perverted. But they know that what is Islam, what is Makkah and all those things. It is only for earning money. So now they know that petrol money, petrol is not going to last for long. It is going to be depleted in few years. So they have to find new things. One of the reason why they have made a temple there is that because temple can create a good economy. Hindus will come from everywhere in the world. That will increase their economy. And people like Salman, what is his name? Salman, MBS, Mohammed bin Salman. It is said that he has already left Islam. He is an ex-Muslim. But he cannot say it in public that I have left Islam. Whatever he is doing, all these changes are. It is more according to Mohammed bin Salman than according to Muhammad. He has created a very big city where all the luxury will be there, everything will be provided. You don't need to go to Jannat. So he will provide you Jannat, everything, all the hoors will be there. So when it is all provided here, then who will look for the heaven? You don't have to die for that. They have understood. Now they are bored with this religion. They have seen that how West has grown, and whatever scientific things are there, it has all been created by the Western people, Western scientists. Nothing is theirs. Even petrol they have taken out. So all their richness is dependent on West. So now they have understood. If you want to compete with the world, if you want to remain equal to the world, then you have to change your ways. And they don't consider Muslim from Indian subcontinent. They call them Hindus. They have a particular word, they have a very condemnatory word for them. They never considered them as real Muslims. We think that there is only discrimination in Hindus about this caste and that caste. It is more in Islam. They have 72 firqas. Those who are of lower caste there, they don't allow them to do anything. They can never get married to a Sheikh or Sayyid. Mohammed bin Salman and Sultan of UAE, they are intelligent people. They have been educated in West. So accordingly they are changing their country. But if you see any now in India or in Pakistan, they are totally against Mohammed bin Salman. They are mullahs in India and Pakistan. Have you ever imagined people who believe in Islam, in the name of love, they trap some Hindu girl, exploit them, and then they sometimes cut them into pieces. It happens all the time. So what your religion is giving to you? And they are imagining, they are projecting that one day they will go to heaven because they have killed a kafir. When Kasab came to India, he was brainwashed that Muslims are not allowed to go to their mosque. Their mosques are closed. But when he was in jail, he heard that the azan was heard. Then he was surprised that I was told that they are not allowed to have their prayer and everything. But it is everywhere there. He could hear azan. Then he said to the officer who was there that anyone who dies for Islam, those jihadis, they have fragrance come out of their body. So the officer took him to the mortuary. He opened where their dead body was kept, and it was rotten smell was coming out. He started crying, he started weeping. Because that is how he was brainwashed. Even if you are telling lies, and if lies is making your life good, it is transforming you, it is making you more conscious, it is making you a more loving person. There is nothing wrong in lies. But if lies is making you more violent, more aggressive, you are becoming maniac, you are becoming mad, then this is not the right thing. Osho has said it many times about Buddha, that Buddha said that truth is, according to Buddha, truth is that which works. Even if you are telling lies and if it has transformed you, it has helped you to be transformed, it is truth. But if your belief is making you into a monster, then what is the point? You are following a religion to become a worse person than what you were earlier. Most of my friends, childhood friends, were all Muslims. And I used to say, even before I came to Osho, I said to my Muslim friend, he was my best friend. His grandfather was chief minister also once. So I said to him that the only barrier between me and you is our religion. I am a Hindu and you are a Muslim. If you want to become more friendly, then I have to drop my religion. You drop your religion. You have to drop your belief. I have to drop my belief. Then there will be no wall. There will be no barrier. I can drop it because these beliefs are of no use. Krishna never said that you have to kill a good person ever. He tried his very best to change them. He went to Duryodhan, he went to Karna that you are doing wrong things. They didn't listen. So when you say that in Islam also, Krishna also taught violence. But this Mahabharata war didn't happen between religions of two different religions. Both were following the same religion. It has nothing to do with religion. The fight was totally for who will become the king. So you cannot compare both the things. And they were their, whatever was their right was taken away in a cunning and clever way. They followed all the things. They remained 13, 14 years in forest. They remained 1 year in incognito. And then they came back to ask for their kingdom. But they were not given anything. And people loved these Pandavas. They were popular people. Among the people, they were popular. They wanted people wanted them to be the kings. So that is a totally different thing. If you see story of Ram, he didn't went straight to kill Ravan. He gave him all the opportunity. He sent many of his messengers that you return back my wife. Nothing will happen. But when Ravan didn't listen, then only finally the fight happened. And what Ram did, and finally he sent Lakshman to Ravan that he is a great scholar. You go there and learn some wisdom from him. And where Lakshman sat, he sat near his feet. There was no enmity, personal enmity there. And even Ravan, it is said that he knew that my sin is so much. Only if I am killed by Rama, it will be washed away. He knew from the very beginning that I cannot do it myself. So you have to find the deeper meaning of what is in this story. This is for common people. Your ego need to be killed. Only then you can be transformed. That is even deeper meaning. So it has layers of meaning. And he didn't, when he killed Ravan, he didn't assert that kingdom. He gave it to his own brother. So he was not at all interested in material things, in spreading his kingdom. When he killed Bali, he gave that kingdom to his son, Bali's son. So you have to see the difference. For Islam, it is all Malik Ganimat. Whatever belongs to, the whole world belongs to Allah. Now in India, they are claiming that it is, what is the name? Ambani. Mukesh Ambani's home belongs to Waqf board. Some Marriott hotel, everything belongs in India to Muslim, because they had conquered it once. So everything, whatever they had conquered, it is theirs. They say that the whole world belongs to Allah. So they have all the right. If you allow them, then they will not allow you to live anywhere, because that is, the whole world is theirs. Whatever happened in Israel and among Hamas, the world will condemn Israel. But who began the whole thing? If you rape their women in such a brutal way, if you go on spitting on them, they were not harming you at all. For their survival, Israel has all the right to do what they have done. So you know him or not? I've asked you about someone's name. What is his name? He is a boy from Haryana. I was getting quite impressed. Then I found shadow of Achar Prashant in him. Quite intelligent boy, but still, even if you are intelligent, that doesn't mean that you are a clean person. What was his name? He has won some very big prize for
Dhruv Rathi.
No, Dhruv Rathi is Dhruv Tatti. This boy is quite intelligent, but it looked to me he will become maybe another Achar Prashant later on. Though he looks like he's even more intelligent than me. He was a very young boy. It's not that he was maybe in his 20s. But maybe he is listening to Achar Prashant also. So many of his reply...
Bhupender.
Huh?
Is it Bhupender?
Huh?
Is it Bhupender?
No, Bhupender is not that famous. He is a famous person. When a person is very sweet, one has to be little alert about that person. Like if you hear to Yogendra Yadav, you know Yogendra Yadav or not?
Aam Aadmi Party.
He will speak like he has sweet in his mouth. But these are ways of clever people. It is a very Christian way, trying to be very humble. Vivekananda used to call it pseudo-humbleism. Whatever you believe in, one should have no problem with that if you are not harming others. Your private belief, your personal life is your personal life. But when you start bringing it on road, I will do nawaz on the road, I will block the whole road. And if you cannot see this, then you are a nincompoop, you are an idiot. I will block the plane and I will do nawaz there. I will block the toilet of the plane, I will do nawaz there. I will block railway train and I will do nawaz there. This is pure gundagardi. Huh?
And they claim that we are doing it for your right, your good, I'm doing it for your well-being.
Who is asking you to do anything for my good? I will do things for my own good myself. What is the need? Who asked you to do good for me? That is what I asked when I saw Achar Prashant speaking on something. I said, there is a song in Hindi, तुम इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या गम है जो छुपा रहे हो. So I wrote, तुम इतना जो रो रहे हो, क्या गम है जो तुम इतना जो कप रहे हो, because you will see sometime he is trembling. तुम इतना जो कप रहे हो, क्या गम है जो छुपा रहे हो. So someone, his disciple wrote, he is doing all those things for you. I said, when I asked him to do those things for me, it is out of compassion he is doing all those things. I said, I don't need his compassion. I never asked for his compassion.
Then why are you going on his wall?
Huh?
Why are you going on his wall?
Why I am going?
On his post, why are you going there and posting?
Why, if something comes in my front, why should I not listen? I am interested in everything. Whatever circus is happening in the world, I have all the right to see all the circus. I don't care whether anyone, if I am writing something, whether anyone is reading or not. I don't care. If I have to write something, I write. Because when I see hypocrisy in something, then I have to write. Why he has to invite Menka Gandhi? Why he has to go to Lalan Top, which is a totally funded by communist organization? So why only those people invite him?
But Saurabh Dwivedi loves also.
Huh? What?
Saurabh Dwivedi loves also.
I don't care whether he loves Osho or not. That is what one of my friend Dheeraj said about Kejriwal. He said that he is almost, he is half enlightened or almost enlightened. I said, how you know? I don't see anything enlightened about him. He said he reads Osho. I said he may be reading Osho. Even donkeys can read Osho. So just by reading Osho, what? It is all same. You are reading Osho, you are doing his meditation, so you are greater than others. Why have this illusion? Ex-Muslim Sahil is also talking about Dhruv Rathi. Just came, the message came. Someone has given him the name Dhruv Tatti, and I like this one very much. And they call it Dallan Top. They have no, this Lalan Top has no commitment to truth. They distort things according to what suits them, according to who funds them. So whatever Manmohan Singh had said, they distorted it. Manmohan said it very clearly. Muslims have the first right over the resources of this country. They have the first right. But they are saying he said it, he is including ST people, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC. But later on, why you have to mention it specifically the Muslims? You are saying this is a secular country, then why you have to discriminate in the name of religion? It is so obvious. Whatever all those Muslim who went to Pakistan, what Nehru did for that? He said that their land will remain there. That is what Mahatma Gandhi was also saying. Whenever they want to come, they can take their land back. But what happened to the Hindus? They were butchered, they were killed, they were murdered, they were raped. And now whatever number remains of them, small girls are taken away, they are raped by the whole village. And then they're married to some old man. What is their population now in Pakistan? 1 or 2% remains. Originally it may be 17% or even more. What happened to them? And what happened to
Swamiji, I have one question.
Okay.
Is there any way these politicians are, they are convinced the importance of meditation, about the importance of meditation?
Why you are interested in them? Why can't you yourself meditate first? Physician, heal thyself first. They will become interested as they will become more mature. So if you go on rejecting all kind of shitty politician, all kind of third-rate politician, you go on improving their quality, then one day they will become interested in meditation. You see new people in BJP, whether it is, what is his name, Surya from South India? Surya Tejasvi, whether it is this IPS officer, Anna Malai. There are so many, they are so talented, they are very, very sensitive people. Their quality is already changing. If you see Modi's ministers, he is already respecting meritocracy, about which Osho has said. What better foreign minister you can find than S.J. Shankar? He is the best in the whole world. If you are blind, then you cannot see. So many good ministers Modi has. They are highly educated and they are very intelligent and they are transforming the whole thing. If you see Gadkari, people like them, there are at least hundreds of people like that in Modi's BJP. When he was the chief minister, when he became the chief minister of Gujarat, Gujarat was also very backward. In the evening there will be no light there. Now Gujarat is able to give light to other places. They produce surplus electricity. So
Only Gujarat is becoming richer.
No, this is a very pessimistic attitude. Now India, when Modi became the Prime Minister, India was called among fragile five. Its whole economy was in a bad state. And it was number 11th in the world at that time. When Manmohan Singh came to power, India was at the 11th place economically. And when he left, it was in the 11th place. When Modi came, it was a 11th place, and now it is 5th. And very soon India will be 4th in the whole world.
What about the charges made that he is favoring Adani's?
If you don't use your own brain, where he is favoring Adani? Adani is doing everything for the country. He has bought so many of the, ports all over the world. So Indian Navy and Army will remain there. So he is doing many things for the country. Why Rahul Gandhi is saying so much thing against Adani? Because he is working for people who don't want India to grow. That's why he has to say. He was also saying Chaukidar Chor hai in Bofors, in Rafale he has taken commission. But he could not prove it at all because he knows nothing. He is just, someday he will say something else. Other day he will give other, you will see discrepancy in whatever he is saying. Whatever number he is quoting, he goes on changing. Because he has no intention at all he has no commitment for truth. There is a big journalist, I think his name is Abhisar or something like that. When Modi came back to power in 2019, he said that you cannot defeat Modi by right means now. So the only thing is that you go on saying lies. Go on saying lies every day. And it is said that if you go on repeating lies for long, people will start believing in those lies. So that is what he is doing. Go on saying Adani, 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 Ambani. Adani and Ambani were there when Congress was also ruling. And still in Congress ruled state, they are there. Why they have not removed Adani from there? It is all cheap politics. If you depend on everything on someone else, then about everything you can be confused. For suppose if Modi is gone and Rahul Gandhi or Kejriwal becomes the Prime Minister, what will happen to the country? Have you ever thought about it? Have they got any intelligence have they got any integrity? Have they got any love for this country? Rahul Gandhi is a cocaine addict, drug addict, and he has a charge of rape on him. He knows nothing. He is the worst in his whole, even in his family. His father was better than him. His grandmother was far better than him. So he is the worst in his own family. Though the whole Nehru family, they were not never the most deserving one. They were always better people than these Nehrus. But they were associated with the British, so they got to rule this country. They were their agents, so they got the power. What do you mean by he is favoring Adani? What is the meaning?
Because I have heard it from lot of people.
Lot of people, most of the people, they don't use their brain. If Adani was at that time almost like he was the richest man in the whole Asia. Then he was among the top 3 businessmen in the world, something like that. Then they conspired. Now he is no longer among the top. He may be 14, 17, 18, 20, whatever his position. So when someone in India becomes one of the richest, that will be helpful for the country. But if you don't care for your own people, then people are there. They will be there to pull your leg. Now about electoral bond, they are saying they did everything, that it is something corrupt. But that was the best possible at that time. Because before that, black money used to come. There was no account for that. All the black money in cash used to come. Now it is all accounted in the bank. You know how much money is coming to any political party. And whatever Supreme Court has done, they again invited the same thing. Again the black money will come in Indian economy more.
I'm sorry from my side for the Bhupi and Ma from Malaysia, because I have taken all the time from it.
If they had to ask anything, they would have asked.
I learned a lot actually from listening everything. I learned a lot.
And Bhupender is living in no mind, so he will not ask. If you are really meditative, you will see who is the right person. And Osho has also said that you cannot choose, like you never have a choice of choosing like this man is best, this is second best. You have to choose between more evil and less evil. But that doesn't mean that I am saying Modi is evil. He may be better than all of us. I don't know, so why should I say anything about him? He may have many weaknesses, but why should I be a peeping Tom? He has performed. I have to see only that. If someone else performs better than him, I will praise him that more. Why should one be miserly about it? If someone is doing good for your country, why you have to say only wrong things? I saw in that boy also this attitude that here this is wrong, here that is wrong. Wrong anyone can take out. You do the right thing. You do better than Modi. We will vote for you. That's all. Modi is not that it is his copyright but he has shown you don't know what was happening before Modi. Because either you were totally in deep slumber or you were very young, so you didn't know. You were traveling on train or not? Are you traveling? Both of you must be traveling on train. So you have to remember what was railway station and what used to happen before. Everywhere in all the toilet there will be shit. All the railway lines there will be shit. I don't travel, but I have heard that it is now very, very clean. I just traveled few years back and I saw Banaras and even Patna station. It's quite clean compared to what you used to be there. Everything, if you see railway, roads, electricity, whatever they have done in 60 years, Modi has done more in 10 years. So what you expect from? If you are expecting that he will teach you meditation, he will teach you enlightenment, you are a stupid person. He is not for that. Democracy is to take care of the lowest people first. First he has to remove the poverty of the people who are poor. Then he will take care of you. You can take care of yourself. So if you are expecting something else, then they will be exploited. They will talk big things like Achar Prashant, that all of them should be removed. He is talking about anarchy. He will not give anything. This boy, he looked like quite very sensitive and all. He was talking very sanely. But he said that we need combination of, we need a person who can speak like Kejriwal and we need a person who can act like Yogi Adityanath. That will be perfect politician. So if you listen to someone for some time, then you will understand. I don't consider Kejriwal at all. He may be educated person, but he is a fraud. He is a cheat. He is a very corrupt person. He is a liar. I have seen him. He is always lying. He is saying things according to what suits him. He said he will never enter into politics. He took a vow in the name of his children. We are never going to enter into politics. So whatever he says today, he will change tomorrow. He is not leaving his chair. He is in prison. So So why you are clinging to the chair so much? His whole cabinet is in prison. So anyone who is praising Kejriwal must be a mad person. What do you think, Mr. Bhupendra?
Yeah, people, even also sannyasi used to say, he's like them.
Sannyasins are also all kind of mad people are sannyasin. That's why I say Swamiji said, Osho to gadha ullu machhar khachar sabko sannyas de diye. Osho gave sannyas to all kind of donkeys, monkeys, mosquitoes. Because he said that anyone, who am I to reject? If God has given birth to you. For Osho, sannyas is just the beginning. Your journey begins from here. So anyone has the right to be a sannyasin. But our old sannyas was only when you have become very matured you can be a sannyasin. In Ramakrishna Mission, only after 12 years you...
I need to go for Kundalini.
What is Kundalini? You just have to shake the body. Shake it now here. We will watch and we will enjoy. You have taken also very seriously. He said how he invented Kundalini. He said he traveling on Indian roads, your whole body shakes. So I invented it. If you want to shake your body, you can shake here. Why so much? You see, at least when someone is showing you, Kundalini is not a solution. It is just to remove your restlessness. Achar Prashant need to do it more than you need to do. You just invite him, do it with me. Then you can remain more still. Patanjali has, Ramdev he is telling you, teaching you so many asanas. But what is asana for Patanjali? Sukham sthiram asana. If you can remain pleasantly still, you are in asana. You don't need to do all those distorted yoga exercise. Because you cannot be still, so you need to do all those asana also. That's why you have to do Kundalini. You can start doing it. We will clap. Yeah?
5 minutes shaking, you may bear 1 hour shaking and crazy thing.
We will do Mystic Rose. First stage. Then you will have better shaking. Why don't you drink milkshake? You make something in the mixie. What is the need for you to do all the time? Yourself shaking. You see someone shaking. When you are doing all those techniques of meditation, it means you are taking medicine. But one day you have to leave the medicine also. Now we have talked enough. It is 2 hours, 13 minutes, 45 seconds. So from tomorrow onward, we will do our things. We will meet again next Saturday. We could have done some meditation, but I saw in his head there are so many things going on. So first that need to be cleaned. But I think still he is full of doubts. Tanoj?
Yes, Swamiji.
How many questions are there inside you now?
Got.
I was just saying, don't expect too much from Don't expect that
Ji, Swamiji.
politician will teach you meditation. And you see what is happening in the world of Osho. Even Osho could not make one world. His sannyasin, someone has created Osho Dhara, someone has created something else. When in Osho ashram, Neelam and all those people, they were banned. They could not go near ashram 1 or 2 kilometers. It was, they had,
So, one song from you,
what?
one instrumental. Thank you.
Good. So, if someone has created song like this, there must be something. He must be having a very good space. Only then you can create songs like this. These songs are eternal. You will find very few songs in Osho's world, which is, especially in Hindi, which is of this quality. So, if someone is creating these kind of songs, you have to appreciate them. Why be so miserly? And you are doing it quite good. Continue. Okay, now we will depart and Bhupendra can do his checking.
Ji, Swami.
But be careful. Don't shake so much. The shit should not come out. And fart should not also come out. Otherwise you will become enlightened.
Yeah. Mind,
You will
fart,
have a-
and should come
You
out.
will have
So
a breakthrough. Huh?
mind, sit and fart should come out, I guess.
So you keep something so that it can be contained in that. Some Huggies you should wear. Either on your head or in your asshole, wherever you prefer.